Introducing Chaindesk, the no-code platform for large language model agents. Now guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing you how you can build your own ChatGPT agent that is trained on your own custom data. Now this custom data could be inputted towards your own sort of files, PDFs, as well as different types of documents that could be inputted to train your own chatbot off this custom data. Now this requires no code, and you can create these custom AI trained bots off your own data in seconds. Now this could be used to be implemented into your own workflow, or you can even implement it in different areas in which you can connect different APIs to maybe even have it become more advanced. And this is something that I'll showcase throughout today's video, as we'll go on to show a little bit more about what Chaindesk is, how you can install it, and lastly, what are some of the true powers of this amazing application. So with that thought, let's get into the video. Now guys, before we actually get into the video, it would mean the whole world to me if you guys can become a patron of the world of AI. I'm going to make sure that you guys are going to get the best exclusive details and features of this amazing Patreon page, in which you can get access to the Discord, which we will be giving a lot of features through this Discord, such as news, exclusive Q&A, different videos, and some features in which we will basically have partnerships as we go further on with this YouTube channel. So if you want to get these amazing features, definitely give this a follow and check this out in the link in the description below. Now guys, if you guys aren't following World of AI on Twitter, please do so. And lastly, if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you turn on the notification bell, like this video, and check out our previous videos, as there's a lot of content and a lot of value that you will definitely benefit from. So with that thought, let's get right into the video. So guys, Chaindesk is a revolutionary no-code platform that is designed for creating custom large language model agents, offering a high-level overview of its innovative capabilities. Now with Chaindesk, users can gain the power to seamlessly integrate data from various sources, including text, PDF, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Notion, and Airtable, as well as Google Sheets. And there's also many other options which can be associated with this application in terms of including different documents, which shows that it has a versatility in storing different types of data. Now, these data stores serve as a container for multiple data sources, which provides a centralized hub for all relevant information. Now, the platform's versatility shines as data stores can be effortlessly linked in ChatGPT, as well as other large language models via plugins or Chaindesk APIs. Now, the integration opens up for a lot of different possibilities, which allows users to leverage the full potential of a semantic search, as well as large understanding within their own products. Now, Chaindesk caters to a diverse user base, which is accommodating ChatGPT users, developers, low coders, and even no coders, with its user-friendly interface and no-code approach. And basically from this, it gives everyone a chance to utilize this amazing application to deploy their own large language model agents, as well as training their own chatbots with their own data, which could be used for a lot of different use cases. For example, you can maybe use it as a customer service sales rep, in which the AI assistant can benefit different types of users who access your own website with different questions that it can answer, as well as providing assistance with a different type of product or service that is streamlined within your own website or application. Now, let us actually take a look at some of the features. Now, as we talked about, you're able to load data from anywhere, and this is where Chaindesk offers a versatility data ingestion capability, which allows users to seamlessly import your own data from various sources. And as we talked about, it could be raw text, web pages, files such as like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and etc. It could be even markdown documents or even plain text that could be trained upon. Secondly, you have a no-code option, in which Chaindesk boosts the user-friendly interface, which simplifies so much in the process of managing data stores and interacting with data. You don't need to fine-tune whatever data that is set, and you can easily just integrate it with this application, in which it can fine-tune and train the chatbots with the data that you provide with one click. Now, thirdly, there's a securized API endpoint for basically showcasing where your data should be gathered and going towards. It ensures that the data is secure, and it provides a secured API endpoint for users to access and query their own data. Fourthly, you have an auto-sync data source feature, and this is something that is going to be releasing very shortly, where they are introducing an automated data source synchronization feature, and this will enable a seamless and real-time update of data within the actual platform. Now lastly, there is an auto-generate basic ChatGPT feature for each data store, and basically Chaindesk will simplify the integration of data with ChatGPT by automatically generating a dedicated plugin for each data store. And this integration will facilitate an easy communication between the large language model agent and the data that is stored within the data source. And it will enable ChatGPT to provide insightful and contextualized relevant responses based off the information that is stored in the actual data store. Now guys, I want to talk about something before we go further into this application, because I found this application on the trending repositories and I thought it was an amazing application, which it actually is, but there's one limitation, and that is the pricing. Now this is something I wanted to state, as this is not a promotion or anything, and this is something that I wish was completely free and open source, but they have a free discovery version in which you are able to deploy one agent that could be exported to different workflows, and you have one data store for that agent. It utilizes 20 GPT 3.5 agent queries a month. You're able to file like different types of uploads that is up to 1 megabyte only. So if you think about it, you're not able to do much with that feature. You might be able to upload a couple Word documents that stores different things. Obviously you have an option to compress files, which is something that I did to basically upload my own file into this data store. And you have a manual data synchronization, and obviously you're able to access the Chaindesk APIs to protect your data. And this is something that is basically something that is offered with the free pricing plan. Now I highly recommend that you don't do any of these things, as it's not really worth paying for this. I'm just gonna be straight up. I know this is an amazing application, but I don't want you guys to waste your money or throw money just randomly at an application like this. I know I'm showcasing this application, but that doesn't mean that you should go buy these plans. Obviously, if you really want to like utilize some of these things and you really find this application to be very beneficial for you, then go ahead. But in my opinion, it is not worth, as there's other applications that are out there that helps you deploy free autonomous AI chatbot that are trained on your own data, such as Flowise, or many of the other like autonomous, or not autonomous, but like basic LLM agent applications that I covered on my video. And if you want an example of something that is completely free, I highly recommend that you check out the Flowise video, in which I showcase how you can deploy and create your own LLM applications, as that is the best one at this current moment. It's just with this one, with Chaindesk, I thought it was quite unique as to how they were training the data and how quick it was. So this is something that is more user-friendly compared to Flowise, but it is still something that is not at the same level as Flowise, but it is something that is a good supplement to Flowise. So I highly recommend that you check out Flowise if you guys haven't already. I'll leave the link as to how you can install it, as I made a recent video on how you can install it, so you can get a better idea as to what Flowise truly is. And lastly, I'll link the other one to get a better understanding, as well as a new understanding of the dynamic of what Flowise is able to operate within. So with that thought, guys, just keep this in mind before you get into this. I just wanted to let you know before we got started into showcasing how you can basically use this application. So with that thought, let's get into the next step, where I'll show you how to actually use and run Chaindesk. So guys, you can actually install this locally on your desktop, and this will require you to have Docker. I'm not going to showcase this, as it's fairly easy to run it on the cloud version, but to run it on Docker, you just have to paste these commands into your Docker file, and it's fairly easy. There's tutorials online in which showcases this, but in today's video, we're going to just showcase how you can access and deploy your own agents with Chaindesk. So you want to go onto the website, and this is a link that is pasted over here on the GitHub repo, and I'll also leave in the link in the description below. Now, first things first, you want to click on get started, and this will prompt you to a page which will make you create an account with your GitHub or your Google account. So once that is done, I'm just going to delete this. You'll be prompted into this page. Now I'm just going to delete these things so you get a better idea of how you can make your own freely, as you're only allowed to create one. But once we're over here, let me just delete this data store. So you'll be prompted to this page. And what you want to do is, you can see over here, this is where you can upload your own data. You have a log which will showcase some of the different things that is happening with the chatbot, as well as what you're inputting. And you have the account for what you want to talk about, or sorry, what pricing plan that you want. You can also get the subscription as well as the API keys over here. And I highly recommend that you just stick with the free plan, as it's the best one, as we talked about previously. But what you want to do is click on a new agent. So you can name the agent whatever you want. In this case, I'm gonna name it World of AI. In terms of description, I'll tell it, I'll write, make a chatbot that will talk with my file and answer questions from it. So I just wanted to do something simple as that. You can have it public. When activated, your agent will be available without an API key, which is fairly easy. You can obviously turn it off so that only certain people can access it on a certain website, but in this case, I'm just going to have it public for now. Now, in this case, you can select 3.5 turbo model, but in the premium models, you can access different things, but 3.5 is good enough. Now, you can play around with the parameters. In this case, I just keep it at 0. You can have a custom prompt that is set up, and in my case, I'm not going to be playing around with that too much. But now I'm going to create a data store, and this is where I'll be able to add my own data store. Now you can name it something else. So I'm going to name it machine learning research paper, and this is something that I randomly found online to formulate a research paper. And I'm going to make it public as well and click continue. So now it will start creating the file. In this case, I'm going to paste a different type of file over here. So I have it in my desktop. I'll drag this into this and I'll upload it. Now make sure it has to be 1 megabyte or lower, as that is the requirement for the free plan, which is kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And click finish. Now once that is done, you click save. I believe now it is deployable. So just go back onto settings to check if the data store is selected on the machine learning research paper. And with that thought, you can even deploy it on different things like a website. In this case, you have a bubble widget, which you can have a different message that is set up initially. You have authorized domains that you can restrict it towards, a message template, pricing plans, how to create a website, etc. You can have a brand color, as well as a display name, and you can position it in different ways. And this will be saved with a different script that is right here, which you can embed into a different workflow or into your own website. So this is one way of deploying this chatbot into your own website with your own trained data. Now you can also have your standalone web page in which you can set up. You can interact it with Slack, Crisp, and different things which are over here, which I don't really know too much about. Now in terms of settings, you can change the name and play around with it over here again. And you can now chat with it. So if I ask it, what is machine learning? Oops, I had the E. But you can see over here, it's able to describe what machine learning is based off the information that I gave it with that research paper. And it does a fairly good job in responding with a good contextualized generation, which is fairly good. And I believe it verifies what is happening and it verifies the answer that's correct. So it takes a couple seconds until it is done. Now, if you had multiple sources uploaded, you can see that there would be different things that are used to create this answer. And this is something really unique and cool about this. Now, if you go to the logs, it showcases all the logs that are used for this chatbot, in which you can copy and export it for different use cases. And that's fairly it in deploying your own AI agent, as well as your own chatbot that is trained off your own local data. So I hope you found this video to be quite beneficial, guys. It's a fairly easy tutorial and a demo, so I hope you got some sort of value out of today's video, and I hope that it was very beneficial for you. And in essence, Chaindesk is in a revolutionary way for users to interact with their own data, which streamlines the process of building your own custom large language model agent. So with that thought, guys, make sure you check this out. I'll leave all the links in the description below. I hope it is very helpful for you. If you guys want to become a Patreon, please do so with the link in the description below. Definitely give World of AI a follow if you guys haven't already. And lastly, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and check out our previous videos, as there's a lot of content and a lot of value that you will definitely benefit from. So with that thought, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys very shortly. Peace out, fellas.